Hello everybody. I went to Northumberland Zoo the other day and it was so much fun. I've been before and it's such a lovely place because it feels like it's set up more for the animals rather than the public. So they do a lot of like conservation work and things. So this is a tortoise that I saw, very big tortoise. Doing some tortoise mukbang. Oh, I think it spotted the fruit on my cardigan and it wanted some fruit, but I was like, no sir, it isn't real. And then next to the tortoises are the armadillos, but there was no armadillos. I couldn't find them anywhere. A skink. Oh, it's at the back there. Did it long?
Quite long.
Got a blue tongue. Hello, skink. So some of this will be voiceover and some of it will be like real-time diegetic sounds because I could only use that sometimes because it was a Saturday and there was screaming children. This is a very cute little frog, very poisonous little frog. Usually if it's a frog and it's brightly coloured, that means it's poisonous. Poor little frog. Very pretty though. So this is like the hothouse type place where all the tropical little animals live. So there's like amphibians, lizards, insects. I don't know what was meant to be in here, but I couldn't see it. I think it was a gecko, but I just could not see that gecko. And this was a boa, not a constrictor, but a boa of some sort, I think. Or that might have been a gecko as well. Anyway, there was definitely a snake in this one. Do you see it at the right hand side there? The pretty orange and black pattern. Not my trousers, but the other thing next to it. I love snakes. I think snakes are so pretty. Yeah, I don't know where these geckos are. They're usually really good at like camouflaging and stuff, so it might have just been sitting there looking at me like an idiot. Then this tank had a whole load of locusts in. And if you know me, you know that I don't do insects. That absolutely freaks me out, but I know, like, I can appreciate that they're really clever and the way they've evolved and everything is insane. But they are absolutely rank. I'm so sorry, locusts. But yeah, they're cool how they move and stuff. But the thought of one of them even being near me on the outside freaks me out completely. My mum's face looking at them. I don't know what was in here. Oh, it's stick insect, that's it, literally in the middle of the screen, that brown thing is the stick insect. Something else that's insanely good at camouflage in itself. Like, they're so clever, it just looks like a dead leaf. Then in this big tank at the end, it's all these little green ants. The camera that I was using doesn't zoom in, so, but trust me, there's a lot of green ants. Can you see them on the branch? Some of them are carrying leaves and some of them are just working hard. I love it when you see them carrying leaves. I think they're so cute. And they're like super duper strong. It's like the equivalent of a man carrying like a car or something. There you can see them. Oh, there's more tortoises. And it was a super hot day, but they still were under the heat lamps. obviously not hot enough for them. Then I don't know what was meant to be in here, but I couldn't see it. And here we have the naked mole rats, which I think are so cute and fascinating. And there's like a bazillion of them. They've obviously just had a load of babies. I really want to like put my hand amongst them. I think it would feel lush. To like stick your hand in the bottom of it. I bet it feels really nice. Look how weird these little creatures are though, they're so strange. Look at that, going backwards. Taking a big lump of something onto this pile of flesh. I like this little tiny one eating some carrot as well. Oh my god, it's so cute. Look at it munching away on its little bit of carrot. I can't, it's too cute. Oh my god. It's so cute. I could watch them all day. I think they're fascinating how they go about in all the little tunnels and things. And I'm pretty sure they're blind, like completely blind, so they just like sniff and feel their way about. Look at its teeth. Oh my god, it's so cute. Its little angry face. Oh god, it's not very sure-footed, but that's okay. But they have like this big area where they can live, and it's like a few levels high, and they can go through the tunnels and things. Where did it go? There it is. There they are, just sleeping and munching away and kicking each other. So here is the meerkats. There is a meerkat there. And you see it by the trunk. There's one like standing up, keeping watch. There's a couple on the floor. They bury a lot as well, so sometimes they'll be underneath in little holes if it gets too hot. But they do keep an eye out just to make sure there's no predators about. I think is it mongoose or something that attack them? I don't know. Oh my god, my stomach's making a noise every time I record. But here's a letter, it came to say hello. It saw I was recording and it was like, oh my god, are you Visual Sounds 1? And I was like, yeah, that's me. And it was like, oh my god, I'm such a big fan. And it wanted a selfie with me, but it didn't have its phone with it, so it was a bit disappointed. Look how cute it is though. I bet it feels so soft. I think it would give you a nice bite though if you put your hand in. Very cute, very cute. Oh, sweet. Why is there some little harvest mice in there somewhere? There he is up there.
No, it's not like to draw.
Yeah. He wasn't that orange though.
It's harvest milk, isn't it? Oh, that's cute.
They were field mice the ones,
That's
are you?
on the floor. Oh, there's lots of them going. It's one on the floor over there.
Oh, there's one. Look at that tiny
That's a
one.
baby.
Oh my god, it's so small. It's so tiny and small. Oh, it's so cute.
That's so cute. That is absolutely tiny, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's quite a few on the floor. There's a one high. See that? Is that awesome? Let me see. Well, that piece of stuff comes down. There's something moving under it.
Oh, there's one buried under, isn't there?
It's 2 or 3 of them. Imagine what that one is.
That's scary.
It's going to be a mouse or a cockroach.
Oh, hello. Hello, friend. Oh, hello. So yeah, these are the little harvest mice. And they're tiny, tiny little mice. So cute. I just say cute for every animal, but animals are always cute to me. But these were like smaller than the palm of your hand. And then we had the chipmunks. They didn't sing, unfortunately, but there was this chipmunk running about. I don't think they would make a very good pet because they're so fast, and I think they would just want to be running about all the time. They would have to have like a nice enclosure like this one. You couldn't just have it in like a little cage in your house. But this was a very cute little chipmunk. And then next to that is the porcupine enclosure, but it's never outside. Every single time I've come, it's never been outside. It's always inside, and it's really big. Like, you don't expect it to be so big, but it's like the size of like a spaniel. It is in there, I promise. It's at the top. On there, can you see it? Top left. You have to get up to the glass because it was so sunny. That's it. That black blob there is the porcupine. Then there's all bird enclosures, different owls and kestrels and hawks. So these were some of the owl enclosures. This one showed off for us, which was nice. This big owl spread its wings. I think it's to cool down. And then it started to stare at me like it knew what I was thinking, and it made me a little bit uncomfortable. Maybe it was also a fan, I don't know. It was very sweet though. Then we moved on. Oh no, we didn't. There's a cut in my timeline where I'm editing, so I thought we'd moved on, but we didn't yet. This is a Ural owl. Ural, but I think it was nesting, so it wasn't out. You can see it's all like built into the countryside, so they've tried to keep as much of like the natural environment as they can, and I think they'll eventually build onto that bit to the right with the little river and stuff. That's very pretty. Oh.
You're very pretty. Pardon the way to feeding the bees. It's alright, that's good. I'll have a little bit of thing. Safari.
And then these are the wild cats that I never ever see. We saw its tail when we went, and that was it. Just its tail going back and forth. But if you can spot it here, please let me know, because we could not see it. There's two of them, and they're really big cats. Couldn't see them. And here are my children, the capybaras. So capybaras are the largest rodent in the world. They look like big guinea pigs, so obviously I love them. And they can swim underwater. And these two were enjoying the heat. Just reclining and suntanning. They're so cute. They do like experiences and things here at the zoo, where you can go in and pay extra to like feed them and touch them and stuff. I really want to do that. There's an animal coming up that I really want to do it with, because I was almost crying when I saw it. So I really want to do it with that one. My friend's done one with these capybaras and he said it was really good, so, and it all goes towards like helping the zoo keep going and everything. So but these are one of my favourite animals, the raccoons. They said hello. They weren't fans though, they prefer gentle whispering. little raccoon home and live with it forever. I think that's so cute. That is an electric fence though, don't touch that, or you will be zapped. Look at its little foot sticking out. I think there's 7 raccoons in this enclosure, but there was we saw 5 of them that day because it was very hot, and I think most of them were wanting to stay in the shade a lot. So. But look at them, they're so fascinating. It's so interesting because my American friend's like, oh yeah, we get raccoons all the time. And I'm like, oh, if we had wild raccoons in England, I would just be searching for them every day and befriending them. They're snuffling about. So they eat plants and insects and things like that. That's why they're always going through like your bins and things, because they literally eat pretty much anything. They're like omnivores, so. Oh look. Oh, it's got an itch. Then there was a one over here that seemed a bit older than the others. Can you see it on that bridge over there? It's on that little bridge. And it was getting insects from in between the planks of wood. It was very busy. The raccoon. But it's a nice big enclosure and it's got lots for them to do, lots of shelter, lots of them to hide in and things, hammocks and swings and all sorts. There they go into the shade a little bit. I think they're a bit too warm. I noticed when I was crinkling my bottle they were coming over. I think it must sound like how they get fed, like whatever they use to feed them, the container. I think it sounds like that. Look, it's sniffing, thinking I've got food. I'm sorry, it was a trick, sir. Or madam, I don't know. Didn't really care though, that's okay. And then here they are in their little swing. We'd been to look for the snow leopards, but we couldn't find them anywhere. They also have a massive enclosure, and I think they were just hiding under rocks somewhere. We just couldn't find them. They're usually inside, and they weren't there, so we came back and saw these swinging about and play fighting on the hammock thing. I could do with one of them in my garden. I bet it'd be so relaxing to sit on. They're just having a bit of a tussle on the swing. Very cute. Here we have the tapir. So there's 2 tapirs at this zoo. This is the indoor bit of the enclosure, but it was open and they've got like a huge field and a little pond and stuff to go in. But this one just liked going round and round for some reason. Aren't they weird looking creatures? I think they're so strange. Yeah, just a weird looking pig elephant thing. Oh, there's its friend that's come in from outside, look. And it's like, why are you going round and round? I don't know what the names are, but I think it's a male and a female. Maybe, I don't know, that would make sense if they're trying to like conserve the species. I'm not really sure. But they're really bizarre looking things. They had little white tips on the ends of the ears as well, which was very cute. They've got like a Mohican as well. Now they both decided to go round and round, getting their steps in for the day. As I said, they can go outside, so it's not like they're going like stir crazy, like there is a massive field for them to go in. And here we have hog falls, I think it's called. Hog something. It's that's where all the guinea pigs are, but obviously it was really hot, so they're all inside. But it's set up like a Wild West town, with like a saloon and a jail and little houses. And you can donate and get a little plaque put up, which I might do actually. The little mill and things. And I've come before when it's been a bit cooler and the pigs are running all over the place, the little guinea pigs. So obviously, Hog Springs, that's what it's called, not Hog Falls, Hog Springs. The pig inn, there was a few coming in and out of the pig inn, that big thing at the back. But this is a great enclosure for guinea pigs, like it's huge, it's got loads of natural forage and stuff, lots of wood to gnaw on. There's some wanted criminals, these pigs. But it is set up really nice. It's just a shame we didn't get to see many of them, we only saw 2. But it was very hot. Yeah, they were hiding behind the big inn. And they do have farm animals and things here, so we saw some donkeys. We didn't go all the way out with the farm bit, but there are some gigantic donkeys as well that are like the biggest donkeys I've ever seen. These are just regular donkeys, but my mum loves donkeys, so she spent a bit of time here saying hello to these lovely donkeys. And I think they were all very tired and hot, because they were all just they looked a bit stoned. Just chilling out though, keeping out of the warmth and just hanging out. Look how cute, it's nearly asleep. And they had some cows and llamas and Highland cows and things. So there's my mum eating a Solero. Good choice. And then we went to see the serval, which is a big cat. Hello. Are you there, serval? Yeah, we didn't see the serval. I never have yet. But this was the most exciting part for me. This is the sloth. So it's in like the tropical place. There's monkeys and little rodent creatures that I don't know the name of in here. But there's one of the monkeys. But I was most interested in the sloth because it's the first time I've ever seen one, and they're one of my favourite animals. I was nearly crying, I was so happy. But yeah, these cute little monkeys as well, like the little black one on the floor there is tiny. It's so cute. And this one came to pose because it thought everybody was looking at the sloth, so it was like, actually no, I want to be the star of the show. I am the monkey. They're so clever. And there's the little rodent things. Look how cute they are. They're like big rat things, but they don't have tails. Just minding its own business. And here's the monkey just chilling out. They're so clever. Look how big that one's tail is. It's so big and fluffy. Oh, it's looking. It knows it's being watched, that's why it's showing off, I think. It's showing off the monkey. They're so chill though, like they don't care when people go up to them and stuff. They're totally fine with their environment. Again, it's a nice big enclosure with loads of like stimulus and stuff. Oh, my stomach. back of the sloth started to move and I almost passed away. She's called Sally, by the way. So she started to walk down her little branches and eventually came to rest there. Can you see her to the right of this thick tree? She's just sitting there with her arms up. I don't think it can be very comfortable, but that's where she decided to sit. She was so close. Oh my god, I was so happy. It was honestly one of the best experiences I've ever had. I love sloths so much. So when they do or if they do an experience with the sloth, I definitely want to try it out. And this was also the first time we saw the Arctic fox. Never seen it before, and here he is just chilling outside. First time we'd seen it. It looks like it's smiling as well. It's so cute. Oh my god, it was so fluffy and cute. I loved it so much. So happy we got to see it. And then this is my other favourite part, which is the bats. So these are fruit bats. They're enormous. Their wingspans can be like 9 feet. And a lot of them had the sneezes. But they're very cute. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this little trip around Northumberland Zoo. Do go and visit it if you